Hey guys, it's Spilly and welcome back to the Spill Sesh Sunday special. Today we are going to be talking about a leaked video of Zoe Laverne freaking out about Charli D'Amelio passing her in followers, Addison Rae getting called out for multiple things, and David Dobrik and the entire vlog squad having to come out with apologies for their pasts. Let's get into it. Oh my gosh guys, this week has been absolutely crazy, but I'm trying to give you guys tea that has not been featured on the internet, something that is not Shane, something that is not Jeffree, and we're talking about Zoe Laverne. Basically, her and Cody broke up. They have been on and off for a very long time. If you guys don't know who they are, they were on TikTok and they had a lot of drama in their relationship. Cody went missing at one point. I mean, it has been a mess. But ever since they got back together recently, I thought that they were good to go, like literally marriage level togetherness, okay? But they have since broken up, and there's been a lot of drama surrounding this because there's rumors that Cody did stuff to Zoe or Zoe did stuff to him, and they've been fighting, and there's been leaked videos of them fighting coming out. And then all of a sudden, Cody drops this video of Zoe Laverne crying over the fact that Charli D'Amelio is about to pass her in followers.
I just want to prove this that I am better than her because I am Zoe Laverne and I am literally the star of TikTok.
So this is obviously an old video because Charli has obviously passed her by now, but this whole video just wasn't a good look for Zoe, and a lot of people were just like, wow, how could you be saying these things? Like, you're just so jealous. Like, how sad is this video? I don't know how to even feel about this video, but it was definitely something that was much talked about this week that didn't get covered all that much, and I wanted to share it with you guys because, I don't know, maybe this is like a video that kind of makes it clear that social media can be super toxic for, I mean, Zoe's not a kid, so I don't want to say for kids, but for teenagers in general, because I think she's like 19 at the time, maybe 18 when this video came out. It's quite toxic to have this mentality of comparing yourself to other people or holding yourself at a worth based on your followers. It's just not a healthy mindset. I just feel like you can't let it destroy you or let it get to you in any type of way. Like, you are who you are and your worth isn't defined by a number. So that's kind of just what I have to say about that. And let's move on to Addison. Addison has been in some hot water this week, and I don't even know where to begin with it. First off, there was a lot of people coming for her because she's pale now, and I guess at one point in time she was doing her makeup darker, or she was getting tan darker than she is now. They were also bringing her mom into it, saying her mom was also doing this. So she's been getting a lot of backlash for this entire situation. And to just top it off, you guys, there was this video floating around of Addison, and she was on live, and she whispered over to her friend to say a certain word. She was basically like, say the word, and they were like, no, and everyone was just like, wait, like what? That's not funny. Did she just really ask him to say that word? And by word, I mean a certain word that is really negative, really, really negative and inappropriate to say, that Shane Dawson said a lot.
If I'm in the streets, they speak of me. No!
I'm kidding. Look, they called you Poppy.
I don't want to be the new Melanin kid.
Oh, luckily your live just froze when you said that.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey.
That was definitely not a good look for her, and a lot of people in her comments are not happy, and I really want to know what you guys think about this whole situation, and we're going to move on to the vlog squad. So before I start this off, at the time that I had recorded the entire vlog squad special, David had not said anything at all, and people were very, very upset. David has since addressed his past and apologized on behalf of him and Jason, saying that they only ever wanted to make people laugh by making videos that were funny, and they never intended on making anything that hurt other people by doing any type of stereotype or making any inappropriate joke. Now, I don't think that a lot of people were too pleased with this because people are still commenting on his Instagram asking him to address it. So the fact that his apology was only on the podcast and not like on Instagram or a YouTube video or anything like that, people seem to have a hard time finding the apology in general or not knowing that he already did one. I figured I would tell you guys that he did do one for 2 minutes on the The Views podcast, the most recent one titled Auditioning for SNL. I want to know how you guys feel about this because a lot of people were not impressed by it. Let's get into kind of what has been going on with the entire Vlog Squad and who has come out and given an apology as well. Obviously, David Dobrik is one of like the most beloved YouTubers on the internet right now. Everybody loves him. He's crossed over to mainstream media. He is a complete celebrity. Everybody freaking knows his name. So a lot of people are suddenly disappointed, especially in the past couple of days, to find out that David does have a past of making some not so great jokes in his vlogs, a lot of which are deleted. Now, a lot of the other Vlog Squad members are equally as guilty of a lot of this stuff, and as a result, a lot of people have been coming out and making apologies. So basically, what I'm going to say is that a couple weeks ago in a Sunday special, I talked about how Seth from the Vlog Squad came out and said that Jason and David should come forward and apologize for the things that they did in the vlogs that were insensitive. So when he addressed this and he talked about how, he was coming forward and apologizing for the fact that he let them make these jokes around him and he should have told them better and not allowed them to do this. And he should have told them straight up that these jokes were uncomfortable and that they were not okay to put on the internet. As a result of Seth coming out about this, a lot of people attacked him. He got so much hate. Everyone thought he was clout chasing and that he was just trying to ruin David and that David did nothing wrong if, he's over here telling him that it was okay. How was David supposed to know? Basically, we're 2 weeks removed from that. And now that everybody under the sun is getting canceled, I'm seeing a lot of people in David's comments on Instagram, on Twitter. Everybody is tagging him saying he needs to address his past. And it looks like people are finally wanting to hold him accountable and the rest of the Vlog Squad members. There is a thread that I found on Twitter by an account called Yuki Smile, and they have an entire thread of everything that the Vlog Squad is currently getting accused of. So like I said, David has since come forward on the podcast to apologize, and Liza has apologized as well as Kristen, Corinna. Those are the people that I have seen address their past. People that are being accused in this thread include Heath, Zane, Alex, Liza, Kristen, and we've also got Aaron, who Trisha Paytas personally called out on her own Twitter page for saying a certain word while she was in the nude, trying to do this handstand. It's crazy, you guys, all the stuff that has come out. Also, there's a lot of controversial stuff about Brandon, who's in the Vlog Squad, dating Lacey while she was not of age. It's a whole situation, but you guys, Trisha has called that one out, and even a lot of people recently have been agreeing with Trisha and a lot of the things that she's been saying in her rants, which honestly is blowing my mind. But I am going to read you guys the certain members of the Vlog Squad besides David that have come out with an apology. And I know some of these are former Vlog Squad members, but I'm just saying that they're in the Vlog Squad because they're like all associated with the Vlog Squad. Anyways, so Corinna actually was the first person to say that she had made a statement back in 2017 about anything that she was ever accused of. So she said, as tweets come up again, I wanted to get on here and say, I have already apologized for things I've done in my past. I try to better myself each and every day and am not the person I was a couple years ago. I'm sorry if I have ever said or tweeted anything that has ever offended anyone. In this note from 2017, she says, I'm very sorry I've offended anyone by things that I have posted in the past. I was unaware of how it could make others feel, and my intentions were truly never to hurt anyone. I was super ignorant and understand that I may have offended many people, which again, I'm sorry for. I realize how insensitive it was to wait this long to apologize. As for unfollowing everyone, I was seeing so much negativity on my timeline and in group chats, which is understandable, that I acted impulsively. It hurt me that people I invested so much time and love into felt so negatively about me, and I never wanted any of you to feel that way. I was in the wrong and just feel broken right now. That was one thing. And then Liza Koshy actually came out and made a statement regarding a lot of the stuff that she had been accused of. And she said this, she also uploaded this on YouTube with just these two statements. So she said, you can be someone who has no intention to be, but because you're conditioned in a world that is in a country that is structured, you yourself can perpetuate those ideas. Ibram X. Kendi, author, historian, and leading scholar of race and policy in America, no matter what color you are. This quote was shared with me in conversation a couple of weeks ago and has been sitting in my heart ever since. While we focus on systematic Black race in our country, I've been hesitant to center my voice. My work has been within, but now I recognize and take responsibility for the times I was not the ally I am becoming today. Being anti requires a personal reckoning, and I can't in good faith continue to use my platform for progress without taking accountability myself. I am taking inventory, taking initiative, and taking note that my impact and influence will weigh greater than my intention. What I once thought of as innocent jokes were actually tainted with implicit bias, and what might have been intended as playful was actually to some incredibly painful, and for that I am so sorry. As a woman of color and self-defined, quote, little brown girl, I have experienced the harm of prejudice in my own life. However, this reality does not exempt me from the responsibility of acknowledging the times I have unknowingly perpetuated ideas. I see now that some of my previous influences and my own past thinking, speaking, and storytelling reinforce stereotypes. I created characters of different cultures with the intent of celebrating them, but with the impact of appropriating them. Impact outweighs intent. I'm sorry to the beautiful communities that I have caused hurt within. It takes a combination of an individual and a collective reckoning with our past to heal and move forward together. Consider this my resignation from ignorance and my declaration as an ally in action. I will give grace, make space, and break these systems in place like my life depends on it, because too many do. Thank you to my guardian angels in life and online who have been gracefully guiding this growth of mine, and I thank God for my continued awakening. So the next person that actually came out was Kristen, and I believe this is in regards to her getting called out for doing a video that included her doing dreadlocks. So she said, I completely acknowledge and take accountability for this and ignorance of the video I posted a few years ago. I never had any poor intention to offend or mock anyone or anything, but I understand now more than ever that that's not the point. Intentions don't change the way actions affect people, and I'm genuinely sorry to each and every person I might have offended. I have learned so much in so many ways since that time of my life, and I am thankful to be able to keep educating myself and growing every day. I pledge to continue to use my platform to help spread awareness and in our country. Don't be ashamed or afraid to change your opinion after educating yourself of this topic. Again, I am sorry and I'm growing. That is all that I have seen of people acknowledging it. Like I said, there's a lot of Vlog Squad members, you guys, so if I missed one, please let me know or DM it to me, because I would love to acknowledge if somebody else is acknowledging or addressing their past in any way. I want to know what you guys think about all of this. How do you guys feel? And I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye guys.